Why does domestic violence cause PTSD? According to UCLA, the number of reported incidents of domestic violence went up to 61 last year. Domestic violence is a serious issue on campus. But let's take a step back and breathe. PTSD can develop in any individual going through a major life-threatening event, which includes domestic violence for sure. This is a very heavy topic, so please take a pause and breathe. Breathe in and breathe out. Victims can develop 3 types of responses: avoidance, arousal, and reliving the event. These physical symptoms can be manifestations of other imbalances. That includes emotional, social, spiritual, and occupational health. In fact, abuse is a learned behavior. Even just witnessing the incidents of abuse can have long-lasting impacts on the children. There is a strong association between exposure to violence and the use of violence by young adults, according to recent research. Domestic violence is all about power and control, through which one person uses tactics such as coercion and gaslighting to withhold and control the other person. It can happen to anyone, despite age, gender, and race, and each situation is complicated and unique. That is why it's very important for us to not use gender language to describe any situation. A common experience for domestic violence victims is that they lost their agency. Agency refers to the feeling of being in charge of your life, knowing where you stand and where you are. Not being able to discern what is going on inside their bodies causes victims to be out of touch with their needs and values. Have you ever felt the same way? You were trapped in an endless argument with your intimate partner in which your initial intention was to make them own up to their mistakes, but you ended up feeling more ashamed of yourself, your feelings, and your intuition. And that is a consequence of gaslighting. Experience with domestic violence can change your brain. It makes a person overly sensitive, resulting in extreme alertness and malice, and sometimes which led to outbursts. It is a self-perpetuating cycle that leaves an individual with heightened sympathetic arousal, which is a fight-or-flight response. PTSD triggered by experiences with domestic violence is an underrepresented issue among university students. Unfortunately, there are not enough resources to focus on recovery nowadays. Now back to the big picture. Everyone has mental health, whether that's mental health concerns or mental health wellness or something in between. Mental health includes our emotional, psychological, and social well-being. It affects how we think, how we feel, and how we act. It also helps to determine how we handle our stress, relate to others, and make choices. For this video, we focus on students in university, mostly aged between 18 and 24. This is a very difficult time of life, a lot of transitions. Domestic violence is a very serious issue and it's difficult. It takes years for the victims to move on. So what should we do? How can we support domestic violence survivors? What does recovery look like to them? The first step is definitely make sure that people around you are aware of the situation. You have to talk to them, make them aware what you are going through right now, at this moment. The second step is to find a therapist who have been trained with domestic violence issues. Some common practices and treatment for PTSD include CBT, which is cognitive behavior therapy. Seeing professional therapists can help you to articulate your personal bill of rights, which is very important for self-compassion and self-care. The personal bill of rights include articles such as, I have a right to ask for what I want. I have a right to change my mind. I have a right to make mistakes and do not have to be perfect. I have a right to determine my own priorities. I have a right to say no. I have the right to expect honesty from others. I have the right to express my fear. I have the right to say, I don't know. I have the right to be playful. I have the right to make decisions based on my feelings. I have the right to express myself and to be unique. I have the right to have my wants and needs respected by others. I have the right to change and grow. I have the right to make friends and be comfortable around people. I have the right to be happy. Is there something else we can also do to help ourselves? Unfortunately, victims sometimes have to get through moments when there's no one around. There might be a panic attack. There might be some anxiety. Here is mindfulness and healing from injustices. Mindfulness have roots in Buddhism and Hinduism, but you don't have to follow any religion to practice mindfulness. It is a daily practice that helps you to focus on the moment. It is simply a way of thinking and focusing that can help you become more aware of your present experiences. It can be as simple as noticing the taste of the tea in your cup. Mindfulness is not something you need help with from a professional forever. Once you have the skills, you can receive the benefits through your daily practices. It has two parts: paying attention to the present moment and being willing to experience your current feelings and thoughts. So let's try it out with Mike. Imagine yourself near the seaside, owning yourself and the sound of the ocean. You are here not because you are alone, but because you are loved. Now imagine you are back in your room and you're about to add some aroma in the atmosphere. You like the scent of roses. They are a little bit taste of the spring. Very soothing, very calm. Now breathing in with the scent of the rose. Breathing out through your nostril. Notice how the scent of the rose touches your nostril and blends with every part of you. It's relaxing to smell the scent of the rose. Now you are taking care of yourself. You create a space for yourself, and you can enjoy this moment all by yourself. The sensation of smell and the gentleness of your touch are proof that you are living right now. Be compassionate to yourself. You are the only one that matters here. You can own this moment. You don't have to make any judgment. You are not your anxiety, and you are not your trauma. Now you can feel the texture of your baby dog. Open your eyes and continue to stay connected with the things around you. You are still loved.